catching a baseball with your cheeks, breaking through a wall to stop a play, jumping above a fence to save the game, and so much more. These are the 20 craziest catches in MLB history. And first, Nick Martinez made a catch that should be impossible.
Runner going. It's snared. How about that? And there's your double play.
He caught that from behind his back. But number 19 is just as extreme, because Zach McAllister caught the ball after getting pegged.
Oh, it nailed McAllister, and he caught it! Are you kidding me? Wow! That was unbelievable!
Man looked like a ballerina out there. But number 18 was even more beautiful, because this fan took off her prosthetic leg to try and catch a baseball in it. But some catches are life-threatening, because at number 17, two players went for the same ball, and it went horribly wrong.
Who wants it? Colliding, Piscotty and Borges. The catch is made, and Piscotty is down. Oh my goodness.
Now luckily, he ended up walking out the hospital with just a bruise, but sometimes catches save lives, like at number 16.
There's a Danny Echeverria. Oh, loses control. Great catch. That's a great catch.
He looks like he's done that before, but no one has done number 15 before, because this fan saw a foul ball coming right at him, so he held up his helmet full of nachos and said a prayer.
Outstanding guy with the helmet catches the baseball. He's super jazzed. He broke his helmet. What he's unaware of, they're certainly not anymore. He still has nacho cheese.
Disgusting. But number 14 was almost disgusting, because Pablo Sandoval was about to fumble a catch, but his teammate came through and saved it.
And Sandoval puts it in the air, and Cropper caught it.
And for number 13, Manny Machado once got a ball with his face.
Foul ground. Long run for Machado. Trying the over the shoulder. And he catches it.
Ooh, you know that had to hurt. David Wright was feeling the pain too, because at number 12, he was chasing a ball in the outfield, but instead of using his glove, he did this.
Broken bat, and...
Oh, David Wright! What a play! Are you kidding? That may be the best I've ever seen.
He raw-dogged that ball. But speaking of raw-dogging, there's some places you should never catch. And at number 11, a player learned that the hard way when a ball assaulted his cheeks.
Line foul down towards the Cubs man. Nice stop.
Was he proud of that? Man, I don't know. But look, we've reached the top 10, which means we're taking crazy to a whole nother level. And we've got to talk about Rodney McCray, because he made a catch so crazy, it destroyed the stadium.
It's a shot to deep right center. It's going. Oh my God! That's unbelievable.
I don't even know how he's walking after that, let alone holding the damn ball. But number 9 doesn't make any sense, because a fan made one of the most impossible catches in MLB history.
They're having a fan. She caught that last foul ball with her gear.
Yeah. No bad hops there.
Ugh, she's kind of nasty for that. But this next catch is just criminal, because at number 8, Ender Inciarte made a catch so crazy, it stole the game. See, during a game against the Mets, the Braves were up 4-3 in the final inning, with 2 men on base, and Yoenis Cespedes up to bat. He had a chance to win the game, so he hit the ball, and it looked like a guaranteed home run. But out of nowhere, Inciarte did the impossible.
Still going.
Damn, that man got up. But at number 7, Steven Souza Jr. got down because he dove and made a catch that made history. And Nationals pitcher Jordan Zimmerman was 1 play away from sealing a no-hitter, meaning nobody had gotten a hit off of him for the entire game. When, in the final play, a Marlins player hit the ball all the way down left field. But luckily, Souza Jr. made a catch so crazy it put his teammate in the history books.
He's got it! He's got it! It's a no-hitter for Jordan Zimmerman!
What a way to save the game. But look, we gotta talk about Gary Matthews, because he had one of the most ridiculous catches I've ever seen.
Runner goes, and Lamb gets it in the air to center field. Looking for the single. Instead, he's got a catch by Gary Matthews Jr. to take away a homer.
Alright, dog, we've hit the top 5, and we've gotta mention the kid, Ken Griffey Jr., because during a game against the Tigers, he made the craziest catch of his career.
Hunter with 28 stolen bases. High fly ball, well tagged this time, and Junior going back to the track. The wall makes the leap and makes the catch. Amazing catch by Junior as he takes a home run away from Luis Gonzalez. My, oh my!
My man went from junior to a senior on that one, but Ichiro was on something else in number 4, because he once caught a ball by climbing on a wall. See, during a game between the Angels and Mariners, Garrett Anderson was up to bat, and he ended up knocking the ball way out toward the fence, thinking he had just got himself a home run. But somehow, Ichiro jumped on the wall and robbed him.
Ichiro goes back to the track, to the wall, and makes the leap, and makes the catch! Unbelievable! My, oh my, what a catch by Ichiro!
That is legendary. But this next play made history, as Dwayne Wise made a catch that saved a perfect game. It was the White Sox versus the Rays. The Chicago pitcher Mark Burley was 1 inning away from securing a perfect game when Gabe Kapler hit a ball deep into center field. With no White Sox players in sight, Wise came out of nowhere and did this.
Back. Makes the catch! What a play! Dwayne Wise makes the catch! What a play by Wise! Mercy! A great catch by Dwayne Wise!
Yeah, Mark threw a perfect game, meaning not a single player made it onto base. Damn, that last play was a close call though. But this next catch was just dangerous, because Derek Jeter made a catch that almost killed him. In 2004, the Yankees and Red Sox were facing off in New York, two teams with one of the biggest rivalries in all of sports. And the game was living up to the hype, because the two teams were all tied up in the 12th inning when Red Sox hitter Trot Nixon sent a ball towards left field, and it was looking like he might seal the game, but Jeter put his body on the line and made the catch of a lifetime.
Tough play. Jeter on the run, makes the play. It flies into the stands. Oh, what a play by Derek Jeter.
Oh, that was crazy. But after the game, instead of celebrating the win with his team, Jeter went to the hospital to make sure that he was okay. Luckily, though, he was totally fine. And if you're thinking, why didn't Jeter just stop? Well,
he could have just stopped. No, I couldn't have just stopped. You know, if you go back to the whole Yankee Stadium, there's not a lot of room. So if I could have stopped, I would have stopped.
And it's slow pitch.
Yeah, no, if I could have, I would have stopped. So actually,
why are you looking at the camera?
making sure they see it. If I could have stopped, I would have stopped.
Damn, that man risked it all. But alright, it's time to talk about the craziest catch in MLB history. It was Game 1 of the 1954 World Series, Giants versus Indians. And during the 8th inning, the score was all tied up, and the Indians had runners on base when Pickford sent a deep fly ball to center field, and it was looking like the Indians were going to steal this game. Somehow, though, Willie Mays not only caught the ball and got the out, but he also stopped the runners from scoring.
There's a long drive, way back in center field, way back, it is. And the catch, which must have been an optical illusion to a lot of people.
The craziest part was, in any other stadium, this would have been an automatic home run. But they happened to be playing in a one-of-a-kind stadium, where center field was almost 80 feet longer than a regular field. And while Mays and the Giants went on to win the World Series, the play itself became more iconic than the championship. I mean, it has its own Wikipedia page, and scientists have even run tests on the play, where they concluded that if it had been just 1 degree warmer outside, the ball would have traveled 2 more inches, and Mays would have missed it. And with a play that legendary, it's simply become known as the catch. But as unlikely as that moment was, we've seen even rarer moments in the MLB. A player literally hitting the cover off a ball, a game getting delayed because of a swarm of bees, and a player actually stealing first base in a fit of rage. And that's only 3 of the 41 in a million moments I covered. Look, if you want to hear more, you need to click on this video right here. These are 1 in a million baseball moments. And, well, this video's over, so might as well click, right? What are you doing? Click it.